When Nelson Mandela died in 2013 at the age of 56, many people were surprised to learn he had been in prison for 27 years. As they shared their condolences with others, many came to realize something disturbing. They didn't know anyone who remembered Nelson Mandela ever being released. So why did so many people remember him dying in prison? Well, some believe it's nothing more than a trick of the brain called the Mandela Effect. But what if it's actually proof of parallel universes colliding? Imagine a world where the smallest details of our reality suddenly change without warning, where logos look slightly different, famous movie quotes are altered, and major historical events never happened. If we started swapping memories with a parallel universe where these differences were the norm, would we ever realize what was happening? And if so, how could we prove it? Before we get into the idea that the Mandela Effect can be proof of a parallel universe, let's talk about the Mandela Effect itself. The Mandela Effect is a phenomenon that was named after the late South African president Nelson Mandela. It refers to instances when a large group of people share a false memory of a particular event or detail. In Mandela's case, many people vividly remembered him being released from prison in the early 1990s and then dying shortly thereafter. However, when his death was announced in 2013, it was discovered that he had actually been incarcerated for over 2 decades longer than anyone could recall. It wasn't until much later that the public learned Mandela had been freed in 1994 and served out the remainder of his sentence as an elected leader. So why did so many people remember him dying in prison? No one knows for sure. Some say our brains simply play tricks on us. Others blame false media reports which may have been covered up by powerful organizations. Whatever the cause, this strange phenomenon has inspired countless theories over the years. Many believe the Mandela Effect is evidence that we're reliving in a simulation created by advanced technology or aliens. Others see it as a sign that multiple parallel universes are colliding and merging together. In fact, scientists theorize that the Mandela Effect could be caused by changes in the fabric of space-time itself. This means our world may be shifting from one timeline to another every few moments, causing us to experience alternate realities with different physical laws and constants. According to this theory, the changes are too fast for us to notice consciously, but they still affect our subconscious minds. That's why sometimes when we try to recall a specific detail, like a logo or a movie quote, we remember it differently than everyone else. We're actually accessing the memories stored in our brains from an alternate timeline, where those details were slightly altered. This idea is further supported by the fact that not everyone experiences the same Mandela effects. For example, some people remember the Berenstain Bears as having a different name, such as the Berenstain Bears, however no one else does. It seems like each person's personal timeline is unique to them and constantly changing. This could explain why some people remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison, while others don't. Our individual timelines are shifting at random, causing us to experience different realities than those around us. But what if there's something more sinister going on behind the scenes? What if the Mandela Effect isn't just a coincidence or a trick of our memory, but rather an intentional act carried out by a powerful organization that wants to control our perception of reality? If this is true, then there is likely a dark secret hidden behind the Mandela Effect that only a few people know about. One of the most popular theories surrounding the Mandela Effect is that it's the result of a secret government program designed to manipulate our memories and control our perception of reality. According to this theory, there are multiple versions of ourselves living out different timelines in alternate universes. However, the government has developed advanced technology that allows them to shift our consciousness from one timeline to another whenever they want. By doing this, they're able to create a false reality for us to live in, one that's tailored to their own needs and desires. This explains why some people suddenly start remembering things differently, like logos or movie quotes. It's because the government has shifted our consciousness to an alternate timeline, where those details were changed. They may do this for any number of reasons, such as to cover up a mistake or to protect us from certain knowledge that could be too dangerous for us to handle. Whatever the reason, it is clear that there is a dark force at work trying to keep us from remembering the truth. Another popular theory is that the Mandela Effect is the result of time travelers from the future coming back to our present day and altering small details in order to create a better future. According to this theory, there are multiple versions of the future, each existing on its own timeline. However, time travelers from the future come back to our present day and make small changes in order to shift the timeline towards a more desirable future. When they do this, they inadvertently create the Mandela Effect. By making changes in the past, they alter the memories of those around them, causing them to remember things differently than everyone else. These time travelers may do this for any number of reasons, such as to prevent a disaster or to ensure the survival of humanity. However, it is clear that there is a dark force at work trying to control our perception of the past and the future. So how could we possibly prove that the Mandela Effect is real and that there are alternate universes out there? Well, according to scientists, The key lies in the inconsistencies between our memories. If we could find enough people who remember things differently, then it would be clear that our memories are shifting from one timeline to another. To do this, we need to collect as much data as possible. This means gathering detailed accounts of the Mandela effects that people have experienced, as well as finding ways to measure brain activity while people recall specific details. With enough evidence on our side, we may be able to convince the scientific community that the Mandela effect is real and that multiple universes are colliding. However, it won't be easy. Powerful forces are at work, trying to keep us from discovering the truth. Forces that will stop at nothing to protect the false reality we live in. So what should we do? Should we continue to investigate the Mandela effect and try to uncover the secrets of parallel universes? Or should we accept that our memories are simply playing tricks on us? The choice is yours, but be careful what you wish for. Once you open the door to the Mandela effect, there's no telling what you might find. So do you think the Mandela effect is proof of parallel universes? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching. See you next time. What if the Mandela effect is more than just a trick of our memory? What if it's actually proof of parallel universes colliding? If this is true, then there are alternate versions of ourselves living out different realities than ours. It is possible that some people have already shifted to a parallel universe where their memories are slightly different than ours. For example, someone might remember the Berenstain Bears having a different name, such as the Berenstain Bears, because they've shifted to a timeline where that detail was changed. If this is true, then it means we're living in a world where multiple timelines are constantly shifting and colliding. It also means that there is a dark force at work trying to keep us from discovering the truth. However, if we could find enough people who remember things differently, then it would be clear that our memories are shifting from one timeline to another. This is because each person's personal timeline is unique to them and constantly changing. So if we could gather enough data, we might be able to prove that the Mandela effect is real and that there are multiple universes out there. But powerful forces are at work trying to keep us from discovering the truth. Forces that will stop at nothing to protect the false reality we live in. So do you think the Mandela effect is proof of parallel universes? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching. See you next time.